much for this kind invitation. My name is Nurul Izzah. I'm the Member of Parliament for the Pantai. And yes, I have slightly smaller majority compared to my dear friend, Tony Pua, who declared in Singapore that he doesn't have to worry because he had, 20,000 majority? Well, lucky he. And what I have to state here is very important for you to tell all your friends that in the next elections, we have to work very, very hard to ensure marginal constituencies do not fall in the hands of Barisan Nasional. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, thank you. When you talk about change, and I'm sure all of you here tonight, bring it, 320 tables, please clap and give an applause for the wonderful people of Petaling, Jaya, that have made it, that have made your mark to be here tonight. You have given a signal to our non-transformative Prime Minister that Malaysians want change. This is the clearest message we would like to send to them. And I know, right now, we are facing many challenges. One of which, because we are up against a Prime Minister that's harder working than his predecessor. So, of course, there's a slew of plans. I've really lost count of the alphabet soups. But the point is, I like to state here, because some of you might be, they say, buta mata with the pronouncements, with the expensive, slick advertisements by Pemandu, specifically to the government transformation program and economic transformation program. And Idris Jaya, not only a favorite personal relations person, but a favorite of Tony Puas. Some people might be taken by the grandiose pronouncements. What I'd like to tell you tonight is, even in recent times, these remain mere pronouncements. Can you imagine? I almost received the shock of my life, because yes, you hear the issues regarding judges who have been paid a huge sum after serving their masters, political masters. But in the most recent case of a highway concession, the Kinrara Damansara Expressway, can you imagine that the wife of a former Chief Justice is the director of one of the companies awarded the concession? The wife, together with whom? Together with Dato' Hafarizam. Who is Dato' Hafarizam? Now, the former Chief Justice Tun Zaki was the former UMNO legal advisor before he became Chief Justice. His claim to fame. Dato' Hafarizam is the current UMNO legal advisor who basically fought against Dato' Sri Nizar in the Perak case. And do you know, there are many troubles affecting the case, and I will not illustrate or detail them out here. My point being, you have a concession, you have stupid, laudable statements, pronouncements saying that Najib wants to transform the economy. He wants to make sure we do things transparently. The Rakyat wants to see visible change in how the economy is being handled. What do you have to show for it? What does Pemandu have to show for it? I'll tell you. 62 integrity packs. Integrity packs mean, never mind, you get direct tender first, you get 60-year, 80-year concession, okay? Your cronies will get it, doesn't matter, and then you sign that integrity pack. So we can put in our KPI. So the KPI for Pemandu is identity packs. Mr. Patrick Teo, are you impressed? Now, if you had said yes, I'll be very worried for Tony Kua. Because you are a very famous personality, is it? You're very well respected, and also watch your show. So certainly, can you imagine? This is what Najib has got to show for, and this just happened recently. A concession. And you know, in 2009, the judges' code of ethics were binding. In 1996, it wasn't. Meaning there's a code of ethics, and B.K. Lingam and the slew of judges who were appointed unfairly were not prosecuted despite the recommendations of the Royal Commission of Inquiry. Why? Because it's not legally binding. Just cantik punya ethical code lah. You know, code of ethics without any meaning to it. So, in 2009, we were supposed to breathe new meaning in the judges' code of ethics, whereby the Chief Justice, presiding Chief Justice, has the power to compel any judge, including former Chief Justice, to declare his assets in writing to the public. That's why I demand Datuk Seri Najib, if you think you are serious about enacting change, reforms, transformations, whatever you want to call it, the rakyat will not be happy with mere integrity pacts. We would like the former Chief Justice to declare his assets in writing. Countless court proceedings, not just affecting my father, the number of judges that rejected our appeal, confined him to years in prison, despite the clear evidence of a politically motivated trial. Lest we forget, in 2007, the International Bar Association, 2004, International Bar Association came out with a report, Justice in Jeopardy, Malaysia 2000. This report, the entire team, fact-finding mission, went to observe two trials. One is a trial of a person named Lim Guan Eng, and the other, Anwar Ibrahim. They found in these two cases, there was a heavy interference by the executive in the outcome of the two trials. This happened, and I was in Geneva when they produced the report. So certainly, after seeing what it has done to YB Lim Guan Eng's family, to my family, to Teo Beng Hok's family, and now the rakyat's money blatantly being used to award a former Chief Justice whose only claim to fame was what? One, that he bribed every single official to make sure his case was heard. On record. This was in the interview he gave. Second, as UMNO's former legal advisor. I actually went to South Korea about 2 years back. I met up with a few activists, specifically activists over there who worked very hard in reforming the judiciary. Do you know what he told me? In South Korea at the time, they had a vibrant and free media. So every judge that was slated to be appointed, they would hire private investigators, check the background, and publish every single solid detail of any scandal linked to the judge in the mainstream paper. And the very next day, you see the judge having to resign. This is something we should emulate. You talk about a person given that position to dictate, decide on people's lives, people's future, innocence. I mean, yes, I'm a politician, but how can we live on allowing judges who have no integrity to continue ruling in favor of the powers that be? Now that's one. Now secondly, because from the Merdeka Center polling results, it is clear that our Prime Minister is rather popular with his copycat Blair New Labour policies. We only have Alistair Campbell to thank for that, and of course our government money lah. We are paying for his image makeover. Go to BFM, radio station, say hello, you know. Dance a bit on stage. Okay, I'm not dancing, please. Please, utusan, if you're here, I'm not dancing. I was just moving a bit. Yes, it is a very dangerous career in Malaysia. One move can cost you a headline. So he does these things. And Merdeka Center reports up to 7% approval rating amongst young people. Yalah, they can do concert, you know, then he goes. Sometimes he brings Rosma, I don't know how popular. Sometimes he doesn't, maybe more popular. And the point here, I would like to remind all of us, and you have to carry this message to all your friends, to the youngsters, to your neighbors, everyone you know,